Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside Dean College for episode 1 of Behind the Gloves, our brand new talk show here for the second season of the Brockton Rocks revival. My name is Quinn Alexander, and once again, my two esteemed colleagues, Curran Coakley alongside me.
Thank you so much for having me, Quinn. It's a joy to be back this season.
Of course, Ben Adelson as well.
Yeah, I'm super excited to be back for season 2 of the podcast. This is awesome.
Behind the Gloves, sponsored by Dean College. We are super happy to have all of you along with us, and we've got a very, very special guest today. On deck for us today, guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's Nick Marola.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course, man. So we're going to get right into it. He's in his second season of professional baseball with the Brockton Rocks. 2 years at UMass Lowell. He was recruited out of high school by manager Doc Edmondson. He also spent 2 years at SUNY Cortland, batted .304 his senior season, currently batting .345, .379 OBP. And he just hit his first professional career home run.
Thank you, bro.
Just yesterday, man. So how you doing?
I'm good. It's tough talking about the numbers, bro. Like, we don't look at those. We just have good at bats, like our guy Whitey said. So
for sure,
keep the good at bats rolling. We're in a great position, so we're excited.
I know you had to pay attention to that one though, the first home run of your pro career, man. Just talk to me a little. How did that feel to get that one? It was
an incredible feeling for sure. And like when I talked to my dad after, and he said you guys had kind of like predicted it a little bit. That's awesome that we got to share that together, obviously. So yeah, thank you for the cool call, and yeah, it was great.
You made us look great, man. You made us look great. That was all luck.
Appreciate it. Do that every time, then.
I looked at
his
Quinn.
Second home run, his third.
Third.
Let the floodgates open.
We're gonna start manifesting it a little more. I looked at Quinn as soon as that ball got out. Did we just do that?
Cool. Definitely cool for sure.
So yeah, Nick. Just to start off, man. One thing I mentioned, and we like to talk about it a lot. During games, you have a very unique connection to our manager, Jared Edmondson. There's a lot of guys on this team that have a special bond with him, but yours goes back further than most on the team do. Just talk to me a little about, how did that relationship start, and, what is your relationship like with him?
Coach Sawsville, our pitching coach, I grew up in the area with him, so I trained with him when I was young, and Saws and Doc played together. And so that's how that connection came about. But, yeah, Doc's always believed in me. Happy we get to do this now because
you come a little closer to
yeah. When I got to UMass Lowell, it was he was just leaving, so it was just bad timing, but I'm just really happy we get to be here and do it now and keep putting our best foot forward, so it's been awesome.
So that's good to know. I actually didn't know that you'd known Dan Sauceville for that long as well. Yeah. What's that relationship
He's
like?
a Schenectady native, upstate New York. I'm a Schenectady native and upstate New York, so shout out to Saws for just all the effort and all the hard work he's done with me and still continues to do with me, and yeah, that's my guy for sure.
When did you never got to play for Doc Edmondson in college?
No, I never did. He had left like the fall of my freshman year, like a couple weeks in, so just like I said, unfortunate timing, and it's just crazy. All roads lead back to Doc, and so we're excited for sure.
Awesome, dude. So obviously, man, it's pretty apparent to all of us that you've put in a lot of work in the offseason. You're off to a great start so far this year.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. What exactly did you work on in the offseason? What were some lessons you took away from your first year of pro ball and tried to move?
Just putting in the time to make sure I know what I'm going to be seeing. I saw a lot of pitches last year that were new, and obviously the competition jump is real. So just kind of making a note of what I had seen and then trying to just see a lot more of it. I think was a big thing this offseason. Just go see a lot of spins, see the ball move in different planes. So that was important for me for sure.
Did you have a welcome to the league moment, you think, last year? Is there a moment that stuck out to you where?
Yeah, maybe getting hit in the nose in Quebec, and then next at bat trying to hit 92 up and in, and it's like just have no fear and just be willing to look foolish sometimes, I guess, get your swing off. So
yeah.
Don't let anything hold back.
What was that jump like going from SUNY Cortland to Frontier League baseball?
Yeah, I mean, at Cortland, and I want to shout out Joe Brown for sure, my head coach at Cortland, for believing in me as well and giving me an opportunity to play. And it's very good baseball. I've been around some good baseball for my whole college career, I feel like, and like playing some of those teams at that level, it was hard baseball for sure. And I'm just thankful for that opportunity at Cortland and everything. But to go play well there was a blessing, and now we're just trying to be present with where we are now. So
awesome.
A little bit off of a welcome to the league moment. Did you have a moment before in your baseball career where you realized I can make it in the pros?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like I've had at bats and have shown flashes of my ability to play at this level throughout my whole career. I never ever stopped believing in myself, and I think that's just one of the biggest things for me is I went from a Division I to a Division II to a Division III, and just never ever gave in, never stopped believing that I could play at the level, and I'm just very thankful I was given the opportunity to, and definitely going to make the most of it. So.
Obviously, we talked about kind of the offseason work you put in, a lot of changes from this season to last season. But for you personally, when you're out there, when you're playing, what do you feel like the biggest differences are in terms of how you feel?
Definitely like a little more, I get a little more amped up before games. I know there's a lot of great competition. And I think a big thing for me is just getting on my best breath when I show up to the park and staying with that the rest of the day. I think that's been a real big thing for me. Helps me stay present and calm, alleviate some of the anxieties of playing at the level. That's something that I've been working on for years, is just how I feel and how my mental is and how calm I am. And like those are the things I can control. So trying to pay attention to that and let everything else just handle itself.
Yeah. For those who don't know, you have a really cool pregame routine. Can you kind of explain what that is and what it does for you?
Yeah, definitely. I just like my couple laps around the stadium to walk, say my prayers, and stay in the Word, as some of my teammates and I are in the Word as well. So keeping faith close to us, obviously starting with that, and then some journaling and just reflecting and letting God kind of come in and let His Word kind of calm us down and bring us in the right directions. And just setting the intentions for the day, I think, is important. And
You come a little bit closer.
yeah.
Thank
Sorry.
you. You're good.
And just those are things that really alleviate, like I said, some of those anxieties and stuff. So it's been good. And as far as routine, just sticking to a good one for sure.
Talked a little bit about your SUNY Cortland coach, Joe Brown, and you gave him a little shout out. Obviously, you have a fond relationship with him. What what was that time like spending time around such a legendary coach?
He is a legendary coach, and he wants a lot out of you, and he knows what you can bring to the table. He has a lot of confidence in you, and he's going to bring that out of you. And I was fortunate to play under somebody like that because it brought the best out in me for sure. Not even just as a player, as a person. Like I got to grow a lot there and meet some great people, and so I'm just incredibly thankful for that experience. And yeah, definitely.
When you were at SUNY Cortland, you had the pleasure of receiving the SUNYAC Award of Valor, which is obviously one of the highest awards they can give to a student athlete. Can you talk a little bit about how you received that award and what it means to you?
That was an incredible experience, and I wanted to definitely shout out the NMDP organization for the bone marrow transplants and blood cancer transplants that they do for patients. It's just life-saving stuff, and it's an incredible organization that makes the process very easy for these patients to get the care that they need that can really turn their case around. And I did a little blood infusion. Honestly, it was painless to me, but they just took some blood. It was like if I did something at the Red Cross, that's kind of what it felt like. And I was able to give some cells to a leukemia patient, and it's just it was I would do it many times over if I could, and I definitely want to shout out that organization and give them the spotlight. And like I said, I would love to link with the Frontier or whatever to get their setups around stadiums. That would be an absolute blessing for me, so that would definitely mean a lot. So
yeah, that's very cool. And not only did you help give this bone marrow transplant, but then you continued to play that season and played really well. And I think that just kind of speaks to not only what you do on the field, but what you do off the field. And when you're able to kind of link the two, you just get something really cool like that.
I agree, definitely. There's a lot of power in that for sure.